Welcome back everyone, this is Wylock 6th grade's lesson 11, and hope you guys had a good week. This is actually my third time recording this because I've messed up the recording twice before, so hopefully this is my last one. I already wrote all the work down, but I'll just explain it. So basically, when you're finding a missing addend, right, in this case, all you're doing is subtracting the number that you have on the opposite side, the big number. You're subtracting it from the numbers that are given to you to find a missing. So in this case, you just all of this added equals this number. So you're just subtracting these three numbers in order to find the missing number. It's just basic subtraction. You guys should be able to understand this pretty easily, but just in case you don't, it's pretty much just you're just trying to find the number here using subtraction, the opposite of addition. Continuing here, so negative exponents. So this is actually one of the easiest concepts in math, in exponents at least, in my opinion, because it's just so easy to remember. It's just two things I gotta remember. If your exponent is a positive number, it's a even number, right? Like in this case, it's a -3. It's an odd number, but if it's an even number, the answer will be a positive, no matter what. If your exponent is a negative number and is also a odd, that means your answer will be negative. So in this case, 10 to the power of -3. Since -3, ignore the negative, you don't have to worry about this. If the 3 is a negative, not negative, odd number, which it is, that means your answer will be an odd number. Factoring that, so if you're factoring that, if you understand that, that means your answer will be a negative number. Now we can just slap the negative number in. You just run the equation through. You don't actually have to, never mind, you don't have to worry about the negative number, sorry. You just do the equation 10 to the third power. You don't have to worry about the negative. And at the end, you just slap a negative number. So here, again, 2 to the negative fourth power. Ignore the negative. Recognize that 4 is an even number, so you already know the answer will be a positive number at the end. So you just run the equation through, or the number through. 2 to the fourth power is 16, and your answer will be positive, no matter what. I'll do one more just in case. So let's do 5 to the -8th power. So -8, we recognize 8 is an even number, so you know 8 will be, or this answer will be a positive number, so you don't have to worry about this negative anymore. You already solved this. 5 to the 8th power, I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna have to use a calculator real quick, but it should be something like oh, that's a big number. 5 to the 8th power is 390,625. So, one second. 5 power 625. There you go. This is your answer, and it will always be positive because you already determined that to be a positive number. And that's it for that. Honestly, again, not that too hard to understand. You guys should be able to get that pretty easily. Now this, again, one of the easiest concepts in exponents wise. All you gotta know is exponents. It's just pretty much dealing with the definition of exponents. Exponents. So what are exponents? Exponents are pretty much right here, as described right here. You're multiplying the same number as how many times described in the exponent. So if it's 2 to the fourth power, it's 4, right? You're multiplying 2 4 different times. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times. Yeah, that's pretty much exponents. So in this question, it's just asking you to do the opposite of what you did right here, what I just did right now. How many, you're trying to determine, so you first have to determine how many 45s there are. So in this question, there are 4 45s, which means it's going to be an exponent of 4. And all you gotta do from there is just be like 45 to the fourth power. Or in this case, let's just say this one, 4.75, doesn't matter what number it is, you're just looking at the exponents for this question, so focus on how many of the same numbers there are. So in this case, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the same number. All you gotta do is 4.75 to the 10th power. That's it. All you gotta do. Very simple. You don't have to worry about any of the numbers inside. You have to just worry about how many numbers of the same thing there are and just turn them into exponents. Again, very similar, very easy concepts, but lastly, alright, conversion into feet, yards, meters, miles, sorry. I pretty much just wrote all the conversions down for you, but since this is the American system, we have to know, since we're in America, because America is like that. The rest of the world uses a metric system, which is much simpler. It's like 10, 100, 1000, but since we're special, apparently, we have to know both systems. But regarding that fact, disregarding that fact, in this case, it's asking for miles to yards. So you have to remember, feet, the order is feet, yard, mile. Yards will be between feet and miles. You don't actually have to really know that, but in this case, it's kind of helpful to know, because that means you don't have to go through this. You don't have to convert it from miles to feet and then feet to yards. We can just go straight from miles to feet yards. So the conversion for it, all you're gonna do is just do 77 times 1,760, because that is because you remember the fact that yard is going to be a smaller unit, which means the number will be bigger than the amount of miles. So a good way to think about it is a mile. Let's just say a mile is pretty much the distance from your house to your school. That's 1 mile. Let's just say, okay. A yard is infinitesimally smaller than that. It is much smaller. So it'll pretty much be a lot more yards, but it'll be the same as 1 mile. So that pretty much just tells you that the number will be smaller, or sorry, the number will be bigger, but the actual value is the same. That's why in this case you're multiplying, not dividing. Dividing, if you're dividing 77 from 1,760, that means you're trying to find something that is even bigger than miles. So yeah, so we're multiplying basically. If you're going smaller, you multiply. If you're going bigger in terms of units, you're dividing. So 77 times 1,760. 135,550. That is your answer. For this question. For this question again, 57 yards to miles. So you want to divide 557 divided by 1,760 yards. It's going to be, oh, this is not what I was looking for. Oh, here we go. 0.3 miles. 0.03 miles. And that's pretty much how you do this. Hopefully this is the last time I have to record this. But thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great week. You guys got this. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys next week for your next lesson. Bye-bye.